started.
Confirm, yeah.
Let's get started, friends. Please kindly mute your line, please. We can unmute whenever required. You may unmute your mics whenever you have any questions to ask. Let me put forward my points initially so that you can frame your questions carefully. We'll go for doubts and clarifications in next 20 minutes from now. Let's get started. Let's understand slowly. And before we start, yes, Azure Data Engineering course is very vast. Pretty sure about it. Pretty sure you'll enjoy the subject. We'll start from the scratch. Assuming we are very, very new to Microsoft Azure and cloud components, we'll start from the scratch. Very, very basics. We'll start slowly with Azure fundamentals, something called data factory, incremental loads, and every day you have FAQs. You need to submit the FAQs on email before the next class. That's how it goes. I must say 20% theoretical, 20% practical, and remaining 60% would be scenario based. Scenario based questions really required for our certifications as well as for our job. Let's get started now. Let's understand slowly what is data engineer and what we are going to do at our job desk and how we are going to learn them slowly, step by step. Let's get started now. And assuming we are very new to Azure, let's get started. This is Sai Phanindra from SQL School. I assure you completely practice orientation, and I need to be cautious with number one, the course content and the way it is explained. Number three, I need to be cautious with your daily mock test submissions on email. Please make sure we do our tasks on time every day, not only for Azure, whatever course you are into with our school, for every course, yes, we need to, and we have been following the same style every day. Practice classes, then mock interview, questions on email, you will submit and get my answers back every day throughout the course. Hope, yes, we'll sail together. Yes, everyone, please. Hope you'll do it for me. On time submission, everyone. Please. Yes. Others, please. Others, please. I'll wait. Others.
Yes.
Few participants, no response there. Please check it. Please check it. Please check your mic. Yep. Please check your mic. Yes, I could see few attendees on chat. Sagar, your mic is on. Please check it. Yes, friends, I need your support. Let's get started now. Let's understand what is Azure and why we need to go for it. We are into box number 7 in our courses diagram. Let's understand what is Azure and what we do as a data engineer. Assumption, the prerequisites for this course. Box 1 are the prerequisites. You are aware of basics of SQL Server, installation of SQL Server, and basic SQL activities like database creation, table creation, constraints, and basics of data modeling within SQL Server 2017 or 19 preferably. Now the question arises, why we need it? Let's understand slowly what is Azure, what we do as a data engineer in Azure, and why the prerequisites are needed for enjoying our classes step by step. Yes, cloud, a remote storage area. I'll mail you all this transcript in next few minutes. Please bear with me for a few minutes and our team would be sending you the complete course content along with this introduction notes, and from next class, every session notes, in fact, the complete transcript, step-by-step practice information to be sent in advance. Straightforward, we'll be doing it in advance so that it would be clear and clarity for us, like what we are doing and how, step by step. My voice and your eyes, my mouth and your eyes will be in sync, pretty sure about it. The transcript will be sent in advance for every class. Let's get started now. What is cloud? A remote storage area. For example, yes, in next few classes we'll understand how to configure something called SQL Server on my screen now in Azure. A cloud, a component, a remote storage area, a browser-based access operation called cloud, Azure Cloud. We are going to configure a server like this. Why we need SQL Server? Yes, our actual subject line data warehouse. As a data engineer, we are responsible, we means you and me, we are responsible together to work with so-called DW, data warehouse, for historical data. General live data, we have regular databases designed by developers. We are into ETL, extract, transform, load. Our job would be aimed at DW. To host this DW, we require a server. To host means to store the DW, we require a server. And additionally, okay, we require a server here, fine. Additionally, we have something else called ETL components. Something like this, see here now. Server requires database and something called SQL pool, means data warehouse. Additional ETL we call, ETL means extract data from different sources and do some transformations or modifications to your data, giving your data the actual shape and load it. We will work with something called Data Factory Studio, Synapse Studio, etc. User interface. So actual warehouse is the room and the storehouse is Azure SQL Server. To get the data into the room, to get the data out of the room, we need some valet parking service, two different studios. So SQL Server is a parking lot. Warehouse is my car. Studios are the valet parking service. To work with this, yes, definitely we need to have some knowledge on SQL Server, TSQL. Basics should be fine. We are going to understand from scratch how to create database. Something called massively parallel processing database. How to work with tables, big data loads, monitoring activities through script, and understand the limitations with the script. We need to understand the limitations with respect to script and the need for data factory operations, limitations with transact SQL and limitations to be addressed separately with data factory, etc. In our journey, we come across something called tools we need to install in our computer. That is the actual point here. There is something called migration tools, data factory migration, data migration, database migration, and something called as Storage Explorer, etc. Different tools can be installed locally in our computer, and from there we are going to work remotely with cloud activities. Something like this on my screen. In your computer, you do install certain tools and other applications and establish connection to the servers, storage entities, something called ETL entities in Azure. What we are learning now, first point in our notes, cloud, a vast remote storage platform that can be accessible through browsers as well as through tools in your computer. One such cloud is Azure Cloud from Microsoft. Back to our notes. So through browsers and through tools, we can perform these activities. So in our classes, we need to install certain tools. Yes, total of 7 different tools will come in our entire 6 weeks journey, 6 to 7 weeks journey as a data engineer. So we need to have Windows 8 or higher operating system. Windows 8 or higher OS required. Next. And it was mentioned in the notes, browser. Any one browser is okay. Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, any browser is fine. What we do here, storage, ETL, extract, transform, and load, and big data analytics. To understand the data, to present the data, to perform certain calculations for easy end user reporting activities. So what are the benefits of cloud? Okay, so here it is. Benefits of cloud. No physical infrastructure is involved. Whatever Azure SQL Server I was showing you few minutes back, we'll see how to configure it step by step anyway. We'll see how to configure very soon in next, but mostly by tomorrow's class, we'll understand how to configure, mostly tomorrow. If time permits, after we do certain introduction and installation activities. If not, by day after tomorrow, pretty sure we need to configure the server for the purpose of database and warehouse activities. Now this particular server that you are seeing on the screen from the browser perspective, we can happily access from Management Studio, SSMS tool, and other tools that can be installed free of cost in our computer. And at the same time, the main beauty here, Azure will take care of maintenance, updates, upgrades, etc. While creating a regular database or even SQL pool or actual activity, we need not worry about the location of where exactly the database is going to. We need not really worry about additional network related components, not required. Just provide the database name and reserve the size you wanted, something like this. Just reserve the size you wanted and you are done. Unlike regular traditional database where we need to provide some file size, file location, file location, etc. Need not perform those infrastructure related activities here. Comparatively low maintenance overhead, user friendly, pay more, get more concept. we pay more to Microsoft, we enjoy more security, more performance. At the same time, big data storage components, we need to learn data lake, Synapse SQL pool. Two storage components we need to learn from tomorrow. Big data analytics we need to learn, wherein we work with Databricks and Synapse Analytics. Two important user interface, nice drag and drop options waiting for us. We'll enjoy them. And ETL technologies, extraction of data from various sources, transformation, shaping up the data like sorting, searching, merging, union, join, etc. Sort, search, union, join, etc. Just to get some idea about T, transformation. And load to preferably a warehouse, data warehouse or a data lake, or to any other platform like your local SQL Server or Oracle or any other database. Nice ETL technologies we need to touch base with examples. Data Factory, Spark SQL, Stream Analytics and PySpark. A nice user interface and code-based activity. Easy migrations that we are going to learn using something called DMA tool, Data Migration Assistant tool, Data Factory Migration tool, on-premise data access. In one of the classes we'll understand, I think chapter number 5, we are going to understand how to work with local SQL Server to Azure through some bridging activities. It's very easier and straightforward concepts. It's all about ETL, storage, analytics, a BI, business intelligence implementations. There are good number of cloud platforms to give us these benefits. Then why to go for Azure? Yes, cheaper. Comparatively, it is very much cheap. When you compare with other cloud platforms, an SQL database will come for $5 a month plan, basic plan, to up to $30,000 a month plan, same SQL database. I mean, we pay more, we get more. Comparatively very much cheaper and more flexible pricing plans. Main advantage here. Next, apart from this, we have other advantages. Easy to use, nice GUI, straightforward user interface. Free tools. We are going to learn about 7 different tools in our journey. Few are for migrations, few are for remote data access. Few of them are for data sync activities between non-cloud to cloud. We say on-premise to cloud. On-premise means non-cloud. To cloud, data synchronizations. We say sync agents. So as a data engineer, 4 pillars we need to consider: storage, ETL, the front pillars, forerunners, front end, storage security, storage optimizations, ETL security, ETL optimizations. 4 important things we need to consider as a data engineer for our job work as well as for DP203 examination. Accordingly, we have total of 14 components we need to learn from tomorrow. We'll start slowly with fundamentals, step into storage components, then into ETL components and streaming components. Fundamentals include the core areas of navigation to the portal to security operations like Active Directory, key vaults, monitoring, which are common, and even Azure SQL Server, which are common for all the remaining components. Storage components, ETL components, streaming components depend on Azure fundamentals, our actual stepping stone. Azure components, we are going to learn Azure storage account, 512 terabyte limit, size limit per account, 512 TB. You want more, faster, secured data lake storage. There are few options in data lake storage we'll understand in our classes, wherein we get unlimited storage capacity and just lightning fast ETL activities with data lake storage. Of course, extra price tag. Databricks file system, faster ETL using Databricks, and Synapse SQL pool a warehouse. 4 different storage components. I request you to go through this content carefully. Try to by heart these storage component names. I assume we are all very new to this terminology. Just by heart the terminology, each component, and the purpose, respective purpose. ETL components, we have Databricks, code-based ETL. What does it mean? Yes, we need to either generate the code or write the code. Okay, generate the code or write the code. We'll see both options. We require them. What kind of code? Yes, we call it as Spark SQL, PySpark, etc. Next. Here we have Data Factory, codeless ETL, drag and drop, straightforward. Here it is, just to get some idea. In Data Factory in Data Factory activities, we perform drag and drop concepts like this. ETL, extract from the source, E, and then you have something called as transformation middle, and then you have data loads on the right side, ETL components. There are other things like, for example, Synapse Analytics. Scroll down, we have Synapse Analytics, wherein we can understand how to work with the concept of Transact SQL script, Spark SQL script for similar activities, and something else called PySpark activities again. We call it as Spark and PySpark we call. Straightforward, simply embed SQL, our existing known SQL, we embed inside so-called PySpark. I assume we are very new to Spark, new to PySpark, but we are already aware of SQL. We'll see how to embed SQL inside the Spark and PySpark, identifying the differences. It's all about database environment, tables, views, etc. We are not into development. We are not going to program any application here. As a data engineer, we would be responsible for handling the existing data or shaping up the incoming data, loading it properly to appropriate destination. So our mindset is always revolving and rotating around SQL. For the benefit of ETL using SQL, we need to get extra help from so-called Spark and PySpark. Synapse Analytics has that PySpark that we need to carefully learn it from the scratch, and something else called Databricks. Even Databricks also has that concept of Python and Spark and PySpark activities. We'll do it carefully one by one. Okay, something like this. Remember, it's all about data, database, tables, etc. most of the code auto generated through something called studios, Data Factory Studio, Synapse Studio, Databricks Workspace, etc. Few other activities we need to manually do. So we are already aware of SQL. We'll take from there to step into Azure storage, Azure ETL, Azure Spark and PySpark. We'll do carefully. Databricks is into code-based ETL. Data Factory code less ETL, mixing together, integrating together, we have Synapse Analytics. Synapse Analytics, truly speaking, it's like a mandi plate, a big plate. We say Arabian, restaurants have mandi plate, something like that. A lot of stuff can be added into it. We'll talk more about how and why Synapse Analytics is into the limelight slowly, helping Data Factory to increase its usage. Yes, whatever we do in Data Factory is called ADF Studio, as is we can do in Synapse Analytics. Whatever we do in Databricks, as is we can do in Synapse Analytics. We can say, by end of this course, Synapse Analytics is like a BI component within itself. Yes, very interesting, very vast. We'll do it slowly. And in fact, for DP203 certification, if you are planning for, we could clearly see a lot of stress on this component, a lot of light thrown on this particular component, which is actually a combination of Databricks features, Data Factory features with minor changes, smart changes to the user interface. We need to test it carefully with examples, and then we have streaming components. Yes, in one of our classes, we'll understand something called as live streaming data, like live temperature data. Reading live temperature data from a particular data center. We have something called Raspberry web application, using which we use IoT, Internet of Things, and get the data live reading it live and sending it to something like Power BI. We'll just do the connections. Dedicated Power BI, we have separate 1 month course. Here, as a data engineer, we should be able to understand the connection part. We'll do how to derive connections and how to test them with Power BI before we give it to the data analysts. That's another reason in the lab diagram, you have Power BI as well. We are not involved in Power BI design concepts in data engineering course. Separate course for us, separate certification called PL300. Previously we used to have it as DA100. Now recently Microsoft announced it before last week as PL300. Just before last week it was announced. PL300 for Power BI. And next, I'll just write it here just in case if anyone is documenting it for some reason, just in case. Whereas Azure Data Engineer, it is DP203. So in our Azure Data Engineering classes, we are going to understand how the integration happens. End-to-end integration activities taking place from Azure, from regular data source to or your actual digital devices, Wi-Fi enabled temporary sensors to web applications, to IoT, storage, to Power BI. Step-by-step activities practically we need to learn. Another important example we'll take in our classes called event hubs we call. Whenever there is a phone call event, how do you track it? We say event. These come under the concept of stream activities or stream analytics. We need to download some applications, install in our local computer, event generation applications. This one. and understand how to read the data live, and from there we continue how to load it to Azure or other platforms, cloud platforms. After we enjoy individual components, mixing here and there as and when required, finally one project integrating all components in a e-commerce domain will do it. Firstly, you would try to work on it. First, you will try to work on it. Once you try, then I'll provide my solutions phase by phase. So you would be involved in the project work right from requirement understanding to optimizations, migration, security, incremental loads, etc. Okay, so here it is. Yeah, this is the latest one. I'll just ignore the last one. Yes, we'll take this project phase by phase project with multiple ways of incremental loads. Understand when to go for which kind of incremental loads. As a data engineer, we need to decide whether to go for data factory or data bricks or mixed together, or alternatively Synapse. Different solutions, same purpose, when to go for which. Accordingly, we have project FAQs. If in case your interviewer asks you what you did in the project or what are the challenges you face in the project, we need to get them explained carefully step by step. So technical stuff, I will take care. Practice part, please, I request you to get utmost care for it. Yes, everyone, please, minimum 1 hour every day. Yes, please, everyone. Hope will respond now. Yes, I'll wait.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, others.
Yes, yes.
Please,
Yes, sir.
minimum 1 hour, everyone. Okay, minimum 1 hour, and we need to enjoy the things carefully. I want you to thank us from your job desk, or thank me from your job desk. I say me because I will be the only trainer at SQL school for these courses. For non-Microsoft, we have other trainers anyway. For Microsoft technologies, I will be the only one. So limited schedules, as you see on the website. Just now email sent, please check it. And as you see on the screen, Windows 8 or higher required, mainly for the tools. I was showing you the lab plan diagram few minutes back. In the Excel file, I was showing you the lab plan diagram. It was sent to you on email, the complete sheet. Windows 8, 8 gig RAM required, 4 gig RAM may be just enough. 8 gig RAM is always a preferred one. 10 gig disk space needed to install the sample data. Though we are into cloud, still we need to have some kind of tools to operate on cloud easily. Prior knowledge of SQL Server, basics should be fine. SQL Server Management Studio tool, creating databases, tables, constraints, joins, the more the better. Credit card required to activate your free trial, it would be for 30 days duration. After 30 days, you may need to convert that free to pay as you go. Then to complete all our classes practice for the remaining examples after first 30 days, it may cost you about another say $20. It may cost, provided you are following the guidelines carefully from the class notes and stopping the services as and when required. About $20 or 1,000 rupees, 1,000 to 1,200 rupees extra cost may be involved for practice. If you are able to manage second credit card, happy. Another 1 month you enjoy free trial. New mobile number, new email address, new phone number. Then Microsoft allows another card. It depends again. It's a free trial, right? So we have freedom to use it, provided the details that we supply they are valid. It's up to you. Well, so credit card required to activate your free trial, and we'll do it from scratch tomorrow's class. And the end-to-end implementations, I will take care of all the data sources to be sent on email. As I was mentioning starting of the class, in advance, and I request you to make sure you write your own observation notes from tomorrow, a scribbling pad and a pen, so that we don't miss any keywords. Really, let's not miss any keywords. I request you to make sure we have utmost concentration on every example, okay, every example, so that we don't miss any of the keywords from our lengthy and useful course curriculum. Here it is. So we are into box number 7, starting from tomorrow, and the DP203 certification content was sent to you today, just now on email. Hope you received the mail, everyone. Please confirm. I'll wait. Please confirm. Please check it. I'll wait. Yes, friends. Others, please check it. I'll wait. Please check it.
Yes.
Hope you received the mail, everyone. Please check it. I'll wait.
Yes, sir, I got it.
Okay, fine, fine. Others, please check it. So that email contains an Excel file that contains the courses catalog and the course plans. Plan for only box 7 data engineer or SQL and data engineer. If in case you want to have some touch or retouch, some sort of revision, refresh on SQL, and you also have the course content, like what is included in each of the box. Box 1, what is included, and box 6, what is included, box 7, what is included, 1, 6, 7 as per the course plan. Only 7 you can opt for data engineering. 1, 7, it's up to you. I'll just put them in order. Or 1, 7 and 6 with including Power BI. Choice is yours as per your resume plan. And you got the components. We are going to start with Data Factory and Synapse by day after tomorrow, second half. Tomorrow we need to take some fundamentals. Tomorrow and first half of day after, few fundamentals we need to learn. Then step slowly into Data Factory Synapse. And as a data engineer, we need to have a lot of additional details on Databricks and storage with stream analytics. Finally comes the integration of all components with a project. And here are the fundamentals. And then Azure SQL Data Factory Synapse, storage, data lake, and stream analytics, Databricks, Spark, SQL clusters, and virtual machines, VMs, with project work. You got this Excel file. Please see if we can refer to it a couple of times to get some idea on what we learn in our classes from tomorrow. And any clarifications, questions, or any kind of support required for resume, you may always contact me on this number, this one. Preferred time, Indian lunch time, Indian dinner time, I'll be free. Or you may always WhatsApp me or through LinkedIn or email. Simply you can reply in the email. You got my email today, session notes. Just reply to that mail. In case of any further guidance you require from my end for your resume or any other technical requirements. Not only now, even in future, in case if you're stuck anywhere at your job and you want some kind of friendly, quick advice, we can do. Please don't mistake me. I was like, yes, I'm stuck at job. Sometimes we get call. Please come to my screen once. I want you to spend about half an hour. I say, sorry, brother. I was having another class now. I was into consulting activities. Please understand my concern. Quick, straightforward advice or straightforward solutions. Just hit the ball. We are safe, okay? Conserving time, your time and my time. As simple as that. Please understand. So you may contact me anytime, now or even in future after your classes, anytime. I love my subject. Let's make sure we do it on a friendly, straightforward way, then we are safe. And the complete synopsis. So you got one particular file. I'll just provide you the complete information here. So you should be receiving total of 4 files, I believe, right? One Excel file and this document. You receive this document and you receive this complete synopsis, what we learned today. Cloud, Azure, Data Engineer, fundamental concepts we need to learn from tomorrow. Storage components and ETL components with end-to-end implementations, guidance, and 2 different schedules. You may choose any one, 1 hour a day, Monday to Friday, or on-demand videos. Anything is fine, choice is yours. You are aware of SQL Server, straight into Data Engineer you may join, or else you may opt for live or on-demand videos for SQL Server in sequence or in parallel to the Azure Data Engineering classes as per your time frame, your choice. I repeat, box 1 required for box 7. Box 1, you're aware of it, directly go for box 7. Box 1, you want to have a refresh, you may go for on-demand videos or live. Any one you will choose. 7, again, either live or on-demand, any one you will choose. Choice is yours. And additionally, as a part of prerequisite, in the email you received another document. Hope you received total 4 documents today, right? Please confirm everyone, please. I'll wait.
Yes.
Yes, friends, others, please check it. I'll wait. Total 4 documents, everyone. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
In the 4th document, friends, you got download, install SQL Server. Do it, okay? We need them for our actual classes to start with box 7, core box 7. Install SQL Server. Any version is okay, 2019 or 17, a preferred option. Developer or evaluation. Install Management Studio. We require it. Why? To install something called warehouse in our Azure environment from tomorrow. You are new to SQL Server TSQL, go for SQL course first, straight, okay? Then after that you go for Data Engineer, preferably in sequence. If you are new, say in sequence, safe side, let's be straight. If in case you are already aware of SQL Server, then you can directly go for Data Engineer and go for SQL in parallel to Data Engineer. In parallel, if you have some touch and you would like to have some revisit kind of thing, refreshing your knowledge. I assume we are very, very new to Azure, new to Spark, PySpark, Scala, and ETL activities. So this is fine. We'll start from the scratch. With this information, now we'll stop for today. Any clarifications or questions, let me know. You have some extra theoretical information in your email, 4th document. If possible, please go through it. I'll explain about these things in our Azure fundamentals next class tomorrow. We'll start from here. Please see if we can refer to it. We'll stop for now. Any clarifications, questions, let me know. I'll wait. Please. Any questions or clarifications, let me know. This is a complete synopsis on the screen, the entire notepad. Any clarifications, I'll wait. Please tell me.
For the Azure Data Engineer course, minimum of basics of SQL is fine, like create
SQL Server.
database table.
Yes, exactly, brother.
Yeah,
Should be fine. SQL Server should be fine, okay? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This one. Yep. Mostly I'm looking for SSMS, okay? You are aware of SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio is there, right? You're aware of it.
Yes, right.
That should be fine. Just
Yeah.
how to use it, that should be enough, because we are going to use the same tool for this one. See here, Azure Storage and other Azure components. We are going to use it actually.
Okay.
Okay, you got some idea now? Right click database,
Yeah.
task, something called enable. There again you get something else called Azure Cloud. We need to use the tool to understand how to work with Azure.
Okay.
Got it? A lot of options we need to learn. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Next question, please. I'll wait. Devesh Pandey. I cannot hear you, Devesh, but I could see your chat message. Our team shall call you, Devesh, after the class. Devesh, our team shall call you. One of our team member will be calling you regarding your course and further details, registrations, and other things. Devesh will do. Next question, please. I'll wait.
Yeah, recently I completed the course for the Power BI, but while attending interviews,
Yes.
hello.
Please
Yeah,
tell me.
while attending interviews, yeah, they're asking ADF and Azure Databricks, etc.
Okay.
But in Power BI, we are doing ETL activities. Same as like that, we are also doing ETL activities in ADF and Azure Databricks.
One thing, Martin, you said like you did Power BI with us, right? Earlier, is it?
Yes, right.
Yeah, in Power BI, you got something called Power Query, Martin. Do you remember 50 examples Power Query? Do you remember Power BI?
Yeah.
Half century. You remember that Power Query level 1, 2, 3 is there, right? Now,
Okay.
is same Power Query as is. You have it in Data Factory, but purpose is
Okay.
different. Purpose is different. In Power BI, we do ETL and load the data back into something called
Okay.
Power BI in-memory database, right? Isn't it? Remember?
Okay.
Whereas in Data Factory, same Power Query, believe me, straight, same as is interface, same Power Query activities, but purpose is different. The Power Query in Data Factory is to load the data to a warehouse, DW.
Okay. Okay.
So the minor options, minor additional activities we can do in Data Factory compared to Power Query in Power BI. Got it?
Okay.
So yes, it's more or less similar. Bit of add-ons we can do.
Okay.
Yes. Next question, please. Part of our course anyway. We'll do Power Query in Data Factory. Part of the course. Yes. Next question, please. I'll wait.
Yeah, hello.
Please tell me, Satish. Proceed.
Yeah, actually, I'm into BI analytics. So, which part of Azure you would like to um, emphasize more on?
Satish, I'm not really clear with your question. My bad. Please repeat your question again. Tell me.
Yeah, I'm into data analytics actually, data analytics and data analysis.
You are
So,
into data
mostly like BI.
analysis, analytics. How many years you have been into the profile, Satish? Let me know.
Yeah, it's been quite long now. I'm into mostly into the BI, like providing end-to-end solutions to the clients. So what areas do I need to correctly emphasize in Azure?
Well, you are into analytics, so then focus more on the data analysis components in Databricks. That is Synapse Analytics. So for Synapse Analytics, you require Data Factory and Databricks. So there are two things. Number one, ETL side. Number two, analytics side. You learn both, Satish, but focus more on the analytics side in data engineering. Synapse, Databricks. Those two components you need to focus more. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, can you please send me the question for the data engineering job?
Sorry. I'll repeat your question again. Yes.
Can you please send me on question and answer for the data engineering job?
We have it. Part of the course we'll do it. Sorat Noor. Yeah. I remember. I
Sir,
think you can multiple courses with us earlier.
tomorrow.
Oh, you have interview
just-
tomorrow. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I'll do it. I understand you have taken multiple courses with us in the past. I remember.
Yes.
You have been with us, I think, for many years you have been with us, right?
Since 2013.
My God. Okay, fine. I understand. One thing, just wait. Okay. I think you're into DBA and all, right? I could see it here.
Yeah.
2013. Okay, fine. I'll do one thing. Sure. I'll send you the data engineering questions and answers. Okay. And please see if we can refer to them. I'll do. Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sure. And all the best for your interview. Please try. Please keep me posted on the updates. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Do you hear me, Suratnur? All the very best for your
Yes.
interview. Keep me posted on the updates, kind of questions they are asking and all those stuff. Okay.
Sir, I'm going for interview for data engineer job, junior data engineer, but the interview take in person, they are developer. I don't know why they are what they're going to ask me. So
Developer, then focus more on SQL, safe side. Yep. Yes, there are some SQL related questions as well in whatever, like mail I have sent you a few minutes back. It includes some SQL questions as well pertaining to Azure, okay, Azure SQL and Spark SQL. Please see if we can refer to them, okay, if possible.
yeah, they like my resume because I have a experience as a DBA, broad experience in DBA, so that's why they call me for interview.
Sure, all the very best and keep me posted on the updates, the status and other things, feedback and all those stuff, okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
My pleasure. Next question, please. I'll wait. Please tell me first. Next question.
Hi, sir. This side Dinesh.
Yeah, Dinesh, please tell me.
Actually, before we started to learn with ADF, is mandatory to learn SSIS?
No, not at all mandatory, Dinesh. Not at all. Yes, it is mandatory for a different component called Azure BI. Okay. There is a particular course that we provide at SQL school called Azure BI. And for that Azure BI, there is a component called Azure SSIS. For Azure SSIS, yes, SSIS is mandatory to step into data factory. That is different. Understood? For data engineering, not at all mandatory. We are not going to touch SSIS at all. Not required. Even for DP203. If you are having an idea on SSIS separately, then you got Azure SSIS. A separate component we need to pay to Microsoft. So data factory pricing is different. Azure SSIS pricing is different. Remember that. Okay. It's a part of our Azure SSIS. It's entirely different.
So actually, we are preparing the resume, working on SSIS, migrated with the Azure Data Factory. Is it right?
Yes, if you have on-premise SSIS, that can be migrated to data factory. Correct. Yes. Yes, you're right.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes. If in case it's a new project or existing project in SSIS, there are certain limitations. In not all cases, you can migrate SSIS directly to data factory. There are certain cases, good number of considerable cases wherein we need to redesign the redesign the ADF pipeline manually. We need to. There are considerable, environments for that. So, if in case you are planning for such migration, you may opt for Azure SSIS separately. To step into Azure SSIS, we require Box 5 MSBI SSIS and Box 7 Data Engineer. Then only we can step into Box 8. Okay, there is a dependence. 5, 7, then you can go for 8. Only 7 is independent, only 5 is independent. These two together gives dependency for 8. So you can plan your things accordingly. Yep. Next question, please. I'll wait.
What is the
Satish, are you speaking to me, Satish? Or you have some background sound?
yeah, what is this Cosmos view actually?
Well, it's a document database, Satish. For example, you log into Amazon.com, and in Amazon you see one product with few properties, other product with few other properties, right? Isn't it? One product has 10 properties, 10 columns. Other product may have 20 columns. We don't know. So product to product, structure may change, right? Unstructured data. You got some idea now? One particular product has 10 columns, other product may have 25 columns. It depends. So such kind of document data, we say JSON, MongoDB, Gremlin, those kind of document databases using no SQL. We do it in Cosmos database. It's a 1 month course for us separately. Dedicated 1 month only for Cosmos and Gremlin and NoSQL, etc. Mainly for senior developers, architects, and ETL engineers, that's a better option. Got some idea now, Satish? Document database.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Fine. Next question, please.
Sai, how will the tech stack be different for data analyst, data engineer when compared to data architect?
Simple and straight. Simple and straight. An architect would be like, more into infrastructure related, capacity planning, and kind of pricing, resources, etc. Okay, that's architect job. ETL developer or ETL engineer is more into data warehouse design. From where to extract, what to extract, and how to extract, how to transform, which technique to be used for transformations and data loads, compressing the data, securing the data, etc. Analyst is more into reporting activities, data reporting, Power BI, Tableau, etc. Developer is into application development activities. Like for example, let me put this way. In one of our classes, we'll understand something called Raspberry, this one, okay. Raspberry app, we call it. It is designed by Azure developers. We are not involved here. But as a data engineer, we are supposed to use this code to define some connection string and use it for live temperature tracking. That is developer job role. So architect will take care about what kind of application to use, where to host, how to host, etc. So everyone need to work together. Developers, analysts, ETL engineers, and architects. Together comes a project, end-to-end project.
So when it comes to the decision of tools or which tools to be used, what is the role of Python, in data engineering?
Well, Python comes everywhere. We cannot escape it. We cannot skip it. It comes everywhere, somewhere or the other. So whenever you would like to extract the data or load the data or sometimes even transformation, yes, we need it. It comes everywhere. Okay. The role is everywhere. Yeah.
So we need to learn that aspect as well in this course.
In this course, you are right. Part of the course, throughout the course, in fact. Throughout the course, from engineering perspective, ETL perspective, not from development perspective. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Welcome, brother. Yep. And career related, I could see few questions on the chat. Any kind of resume plan, career related, please. You had my WhatsApp number, everyone. Please confirm. I think you got in the signature of the mail, right? If signature of the mail, you got my WhatsApp number. You may use it, or you already have it in the curriculum, in the Excel file as well. You have it, you may contact me there. For career related questions, if any. Any other technical questions, let me know, please, from today's class. Let me know, I'll wait, please.
No, sir, thank you.
Fine, yep, thank you. Thank you, friends. So meeting from tomorrow from scratch. I need your support, minimum 1 hour. You'll practice. Try to submit the FAQs on time from tomorrow, concept wise. Please. Thank you, friends. Have a nice time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, friends.
Yeah, thank you all. Thank you.
Friends. Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, friends. Bye. Yep. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, friends. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Just closing the window. Thank you very much, everyone.